Hello and welcome back to the July 2020 Factorio community map. So last time I got this yellow science here going, so that's just starting up. It's starting to do purple science, so this is basically the same ratio as that. So for the actual outputs, I was going to put them here. And then for the inputs, yeah, I probably need lots. I need lots of rail track. Definitely put the rail track on the close one. Have space for lots of inserters on that. And the other resources, I ran out of belts. Never mind. Can go there. Other than that, this is going to be a fairly straightforward. Like, I'm not really sure if I need fast inserters. I guess just play it safe. This will be a very straightforward thing here. Now, there is for the second belt because I did side load the blue science here. So for the time being, I'm going to want to keep that separate. But that's going to be the easy bit, just putting these labs in. Electric furnaces and productivity modules, so I need to get stone and stuff down. I'll probably need to expand my circuits. They're very straightforward. Getting enough rail track seems to always be my issue with this one. So let's just finish this up and then see if I can work out the ratios for that. So looking at rail tracks, you look at this, it's 3 production science per cycle for 30 rail tracks. So that's 10 rail tracks to get 1 science. If I wanted 2 sciences, then I'd need to have 60 rail tracks crafted per second. And these produce 4 each, so... How did I get that? And no, it's 20 rail tracks I want, yeah. That's 4 each, so that's going to be 20 over 4, so that's a nice easy number. I'm probably going to do 6 again because it's just easier. And yeah, I wanted that here, so I guess what I'll do for the rail track is come in this way and then I'll do an underground belt or something to make that work. Just loop around. I know this can be a bit of a hassle getting enough onto one belt. Maybe I'll change it later. Not really thought through the best way yet. So for the rail tracks themselves, it's going to be like that. They need mostly, well, it's pretty much evenly steel, stone and iron sticks. So I've already left like space here. I've built kind of a little bit further east. So iron sticks I can do there. I was going to go with 6 of these as a nice round number. Maybe I'll use this for building rail tracks as well. Take like the actual spare production for my rail building. So they need 2 iron sticks per thing per second, which will be, that's just one of those. So that's nice and easy. So iron sticks come in here. Did I get that right? 2 per second. Oh, but it's 2 for each of these, so I need half as many. Nope, I need, yeah, 1 and a bit. Okay, let's go 2. Trying to do this maths mentally, I didn't plan out ahead of time at all, so hopefully I didn't make a fool of myself. Then yeah, so 6 here, iron and stone. And then if I've got this right, which I haven't, move that there. So if that's like that, what I can do, have a underground here. And does this reach? Yes. This is where the like other stuff will come up, and I'll do the other stuff down here. So then this should be fairly straightforward. Just 2 power poles, standard sets of inserters. Definitely need fast inserters on the output. Probably doesn't really matter on the input what speed they are. And I might need to do a side load thing there. Not quite sure yet. I've not done the math, not thought about it. That's how I try and do things as I go along. I don't tend to use blueprints or pre-planned, because then it feels too much like I'm just repeating like the last 10 games. So have that there. Definitely lots of iron input there, so make sure you've got fast inserters. And then it should just be a matter of linking stuff up. I'm going to have to go and see where I'm going to get the resources from. The stone is up here, and I didn't build a radar, so I can't show you. I should put a radar up there when I'm at it. Also, I should send the radar port. Just upgraded some of my chests, apparently they're out of range. Yeah, so I got the stone blocks and I've got stone. So potentially it's just these 2 here. These are the obvious ones to use easily right now. And then just connect them all up together. So moving on to the next one. So electric furnaces. So I'm going to want 2 of these. So that's 10 in total. So, and again, I might build 12 sounds like a good number. And again, that's for the same reason. It's just easier to place it, and I want extra electric furnaces for my own purposes. So let's just build them all here. So they're going to go like that. They want the steel as well, so that's convenient. And they want stone bricks and wet circuits, so I could just bring those along here. This was going to be the output for them and the processing units. So that can sort of sneak around here. The reason I used the fast belt here is I wanted the distance just to make it. It's not kind of really worked out. I was hoping it'd be neater. But otherwise that's fine. So that's going to go there. And process units, same deal. Need a lot more of these though. So these take 5 seconds each. These take 15. They're quite slow. But I've got quite a lot of space there. I've not got anything really else to do. I just need to get to the trees and then it really doesn't matter. So I might as well just build them in the simplest way possible. So they come here, they load it off there. They need circuits as well. That's so tempting. I'm just going to put all the circuits in the middle. I'll just change it very slightly. So this will be circuits. That will just have stone blocks. And then these will take from there. They'll deposit there. And longhand inserters going in the opposite direction. And similar deal up here. Take from there. And take from there. Now I'm going to just copy paste this, link up the belts. This is actually going to be a really simple one to do. This hair is fully functional now, so you can see the first science pack is being made. What is really obvious though is that this steel here, this is not enough at all. So the next challenge is going to be to upgrade steel. So I upgraded the furnaces just now, but I don't think this is really going to be enough. This will double my capacity. I'm going to probably upgrade some transport belts and stuff as well. But really I need to start looking at, can I get anything more out of this? Maybe if I upgrade this as well, but it's going to be tricky. And probably the big project will be, well, let's just use up this. This is a nice convenient patch. It's just there, nice and close. So laying out this mine here, nothing particularly exciting. Just copy pasting the same like little design I had before. And they're all going to be fast transport belts to start with. Let's rip off some of the excess up there. I've not really thought, especially as I start getting mine productivity, I might need to expand some of these to express belts, but right now I'm not producing them. And I'm probably not going to use all of these actually straight away. I'm not going to build a balancer that big. I'll probably just take, let's say, these four. These four should provide more than enough iron ore for the time being. And for that, I'm just going to use one of these nice little 4x4 things. So let's just drop that. I'm about to say I've got plenty of space. I'm sure that's going to come back to very much haunt me, but I'll see how it goes anyway. That was, I wanted these belts. Yeah, let's link this up, let the construction drones finish building bits and pieces. Now I'm going to try and figure out a way of doing the steel as efficiently as possible. I need to get coal as well. I'll probably use that coal just there to southwest. That's the simplest way. I'm not quite sure why I've not got all the drones. Where are they? They're just getting stuck going back and forth here. I think they are gradually getting through it. Yeah, I'll take the coal from there, take the power from there. Should be able to get quite a lot of steel out of this. I might need some more regular iron as well. And I might need more power, see how it goes. So if you look at like this time, you see as I connected that mine up, that's just like jumped up quite suddenly. I've not even built all the miners yet. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. So for the steel, I'm just going to use this. So I should have upgraded this belt. So that's kind of obvious now. So how many is that row? So that's Trent. Of course, I need to upgrade it at least to this point. So, and it's not quite inside the range. And this splitter here is obviously not going to be correct. So I'm going to have to come and revisit this one as well. And for the time being, let's just throw down some robobots, let the robots figure something out. Can't do that in the background. That's not going to reach. Maybe they all connect to each other. Yeah, let's see how the robot's do, and then I'll go fix it later if I need to. What I will do though is copy this design. That's what I came over for. So that's this here, and then I can build. Start with like 2 of them. So I don't want that robot. So that's needed here. That's going to go kind of like that. But I do need to change around. Yeah, I need to change the direction of this belt. Because my coal is going to come from the west. In fact, I'm going to mess with myself. Let's just forget about that entirely. Coal is going to come from the south. This one. So, let's change all these around. Then I'll copy paste this to build the other one. So it looks like this is starting to go now. Let's got the ore done first, so let's bring up the coal. I think it's enough coal because what happens is, because each furnace will store up, how much is that? Like 6 fuel or so. So you'll have this like initial burst, and then once they've got their stack of fuel, they don't actually burn it all that quickly. If we look over like these ones, so I'm using up all the coal on that side. You see this side here has just stopped entirely. And this is, I can see the reason why this one's empty is I think, see here, this is running full speed. I've just not unloaded the belt very evenly. Loaded one side a bit more than the other. I might need to do that later, it's probably not a big deal though. So lots and lots of steel is starting to flow. Had quite a bit already from that upgrade. So that's still very much a limiting factor here, but I think that'll be fine now. Red circuits could start being an issue. You can see it's starting to be here as well. Definitely want more of the blue circuits. Definitely want more of these. These I think straight from us going to copy paste this and make it bigger. I think there'll be anything particularly special that was required here. Why is that not complaining? Oh, that's just the belt's a different type. That's fine though. So yeah, just expand that quickly because I don't think there's anything special. I think the belts are all fine. Red circuits, what can I do with red circuits? Okay, the point of red circuits is not green circuits. And that's because I made a mess of these belts. I'm using way too much stuff off of this one basic belt. The quicker solution to that is just going to be to upgrade it to there, and the robots can reach it, so they'll come and do that. Same problem with the blue circuits. Actually, I've got lots of assemblers here, but I just don't have enough green circuits. It's quite possible I just need to, in general, expand this, make it bigger, but I'll see how it goes for the time being. So while I wait to see how that goes, just going to come back to it in a little bit and see what's going on. I think I would extend the power plant. So I'm not sure how much coal I'll need additionally. What I'm going to do though is just upgrade to having 2 sets of belts, or 2 more sets of belts, so 4 total. And I'll do some splitters up there. And I guess I could have just made them fast belts, but I think this is just more like efficient in terms of resources. So I can put the splitters there, upgrade these ones, and this can come across something like this, and I'll have the 4 coming down. And for the power plant itself, I'm just going to literally take this again. That'll be another. How many have I got? I've got Trenton 40, so I can do another one of these. So that will slot on the bottom there. I think I didn't quite copy that correctly. Missing this very bottom piece. That on. So that'll just be another one of those belts. I could load balances and stuff later. And just another pump as well to get the water. Good to have a pump here. Make one. And yeah, the construction drone are really helping out with this. I just didn't quite stop the car. Hopefully it doesn't go and sink into a river. That'd be bad. Always use your parking brake. So this one will come down here. Then I wanted. Pipe along here. Move the car back out of there. And where's that pump I built? I know I built one. There we go. That's a mine. we go. Like that. So still not really enough green circuits, so I'm going to have to try and take this. I see the copper's not quite enough for this many circuits, so I'm going to take from here, I think, and make some fast belts. Which means I will need to adjust this up here as well. So let's see how I can do that. I think I need to actually just pause it for a second. So how's this going to work? So this is going to be that one, 40 left. I think if I do the same thing here and just keep 40 on the left, and it should get 40 to filling up both of these, and these should get what's left. I think that'll work out fine. I might need to extend this over here as well, I'm quite sure. Well, I haven't done that research, so I can start thinking out what I want to do. Now, I'll possibly just keep getting the worker speed. I really like to have the robots be as fast as possible in this last one, another good 65% bonus. Other things to really look at, I can now finally start looking at this. I can get down to here, so I want to get the non-stack bonus. That's worth having before I start doing like my beacon plans. Because then when I'm deciding how many inserters I need, do I need stack inserters, fast inserters, is a long can inserter fast enough, etc. Then I'll be using the fastest inserters in the game. I won't have to adjust things later. That's a good one to have. And not expensive, but I think it's worth, like I said, getting. I'm going to get this because getting nuclear started, it can take a long time to like get enough of an initial uranium up. That's the uranium 235, I believe that's the big issue. It always takes a really long time to build it up. Meantime, I'm also starting to start see about expanding this, so I think I want to expand this at least one more space south. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just move all these belts down a little bit. Wait for that backlog to clear. So that'll come there. And I should just be able to replicate this another time. So I will be needing little bits of belt here. Getting this cleared out. Clear out all of this as well. And just link these back together. That'll be like that. And then that's just going to be one more. I'm not sure how many I can get. So maybe I should have been a bit more large scale in my planning there. I still got plenty of copper production. Like I said, I had spared this space, so I could expand if I needed to. But whether I've got enough ore or not to do that, I'm also not quite sure on. And if I need more iron, I could just upgrade these furnaces, so that would be straightforward. I didn't really do anything about that yet, so I'm not being too worried about it because I've got this backed up entirely. That was a good amount of extra production. Now, so for red circuits, I think I can do so. This I think is now no longer needed. I've got that good sized power plant I just expanded earlier on in the southwest, so this can be just gone. And I can take those engines and those boilers and I can put them over there as well later, so it's not going to be like completely lost power production. So let's just clear all that up. I think also I'm going to do is I'm going to move the plastic from here, put the plastic here, and then what I can do, like at least the power pile I shouldn't have. But then what I can do is I can just copy, I can have another set of red circuits down here. So that's like this move, so I just copied that bit here. Just tidying up the last thing, I have to drop all this coal in here, I've already put some of it. There you go, that's the last bit I think, so hang up all of it, yep, that's my inventory tidied up. And get this plastic as well, the plastic can go in one of the assemblers, that will get used up. So to replicate this, I don't think there's anything particularly special I need to worry about too much except this here. So I think what happens if I try and put this down here, then yeah, so that's fine. I need to decide what I want to do with the red circuits coming out here. That's possibly the point of confusion. Okay, again, if I replicate down here, I have the same issue. So one option will be, I guess, just to do the join together over here. Maybe that'll be the tidiest way of doing things. Like otherwise, yeah, because I'm trying to bring them up here and trying to do merges like in the middle of the whole setup. I don't think that's going to be to my advantage really. I think that would be a lot of extra difficulty. So let's bring these up here and then just merge them together. And I don't think I've got enough resources right now to complete that. But hopefully in the future I will do. This is just trying to plan out how much space and stuff I need here. But then this will come up here. And this should be another thing. Which means also this might get upgraded, or it might be 2 belts or something in the future too. I think I'm going to need to do something with this as well. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. Trying to judge it a bit. I think this here is more than it needs to be. So how can I change that around to be more scalable? So let's say I built it kind of like here. And the plastic will come in. Yeah, I think that's not too much of a mess. Pretty sure I could definitely be better, but I think it's workable. I definitely want this to be, I think, further south. Oops, I want to take that out. I have so much junk in my storage now. Oh well. Yeah, so let's take this out for a second so I can think about it. Are they not doing my destruction order? They should be. Oh, they're still building this. Okay, fine. Do it by hand a bit. So what can I do here? So one option could be, let's just keep this as much out the way as I can. If I had a splitter here, or something to that effect, then that will take care of these two, and maybe I think that's enough belt capacity for it. And then this could be where I put the to do that. I'm not sure if this is at all a good idea. This could become a very big mess. Trying to fit everything together really. The plastic comes in the bottom one. Circuits in the top one. So, and then I could just expand this here, and then I could do a side load here to get plastic on both sides of the belt. And then do a splitter on this one. That's not what I wanted. I think the splitter goes on this one. Do fill in that stuff. I'm not even thought, where am I going to put the copper in all this? Oh, solve that problem as well, I guess. So I could have one belt of copper coming down here. Down there. That can go in there. Then the next one would be... Yeah, I think I need 2 belts. I think even if I upgrade these, I don't think it's enough. So let's just try to start with and see how it goes. But this would all definitely have to be fast belt though to get that much copper down. So fast belts there. Fast belts all the way up here. Right, it's definitely a lot more circuit production. So possibly I've still not got enough plastic here. So I can see these aren't compressed belts. So I probably build some more of these and shift the splitter down one. So let's see what I can do with that. So if the splitter was shifted down one, it would have to go here. Which I can do it this way. It's not as tidy, but I'll have to move all the power poles around to do it that way. So then that's giving me a total of 8 there. There's 4 there, so if I build another set, that should be 7 there. So it's not exactly even, but let's just see how this does it filling up the belt. This hair's looking pretty much compact now. So I think that'd be the good quick solution for now, is to get some more. The robots come to do it anyway. Get some more chemical plants, I was going to say. And once again, not enough. Actually, what's happened here? So there's not enough iron this time. So this is the thing about doing stuff just as you go. It's like, solve one problem, move on to the next problem. So I think it's time that these get upgraded indeed. Because, yeah, this balancer is doing its job, but there's just not enough input. So let's just upgrade everything here. Upgrade all the furnaces as well. You can see this is just a sudden new burst because the furnaces haven't actually cleared their backlog yet. A lot of these have still got a full stack of iron in, but they will clear that pretty soon. They're all upgraded, it's looking better, so this balancer setup here is not really ideal. I probably should do something about that in a little bit. So you can see these miners are stopped because that's backed up, because it's merged there, but then these are nowhere near being packed over here. In fact, there's some miners here that aren't working either, so there's a lot of things that could be enhanced there. I am possibly getting towards the limits of my coal production here. There's probably quite a lot going into plastic, I imagine. Right, so that's actually backed up right now. So possibly when I upgraded the furnace, I'm not really sure, but it's definitely suddenly used up a lot more coal than it was before. So keep an eye on that. It's not such a power anymore, can I move that power plant? So as long as this coal is fine, I'm okay. And getting almost a packed set of electronic circuits, it's not quite, but, and also because I'm taking off electronic circuits here, so by the time it gets to the red circuits, this is not enough really at all. But I'm getting a good number of red circuits, so I guess if I check the production for like the past 10 minutes, let's try and find where the circuits are. So you can see there's that big boost when I first built them. It's kind of dropped off now because the green circuits were low. But it looks like I'm kind of going to stay like at this level now. I think this is stabilised. So that's quite a good production amount. That's 500 per minute. And checking over, yeah, you can see it has now met the demands for that, met the demands for that. I need some more for this purple science down at the bottom. I also possibly need more steel. I think the steel production is not the issue as much as that's why I did this. This is like only half a belt now. I need to change it. So probably what to do next time is going to be to carry on like just doing more and more circuits next. Actually not sure, I might do it now. It depends on how I feel. I'm just going to look around. And I can also see I'm actually running out on the copper production. Must be a lot of fine tuning stuff I do off camera. Because you can see like here. Oh, it's because something's depleted. I really find like the old miners I think are easier to spot if they're like stopping or not. I'm only struggling with these to see if they've stopped. I think some of them are possibly stopping but I've not upgraded the belts properly. Now what I can do is like there's so much copper over here, it's like insane. So basically I just need to do that and build a mine. And it also give me an opportunity to actually forget about this, build the furnaces say here. That'll give me a lot more space to do circuits, so that'll be really cool as well. So with that done, I think it's pretty apparent now it's not enough copper. You can see the copper ore is not backed up at all. And so these furnaces are not all quite running. For some reason, I guess because they already had a stack stored up in them, something's not quite balanced. Oh, I had that. Yeah, those output ports here, so they don't really matter. As long as it works somehow. It works, but yeah, it's not enough to fill up the belts. Good amount of red circuits though. I could extend this if I wanted. Maybe I'll just do that quickly before I finish. I'm up here, let's move. Just let the robots do that. So maybe I can double it. transport belt in the way. Okay, I'll see what's coming out. Yeah, if I just don't build those last bits, that'll be fine. And then, well, I'll definitely need more green circuits either way, so I'll deal with that later. And so just checking the science quick before I finish off. So still not enough steel getting down here. You can see that's not fully packed anymore. Still a problem there because of how the port is. So I can fix that actually quick before I go. Try carry on doing so. Yeah, get some more steel next time. I need to get some more stone blocks. Well, that should just be a case of building new furnaces. So I think that's going to be a pretty straightforward problem to solve. And I think for this problem I was going to do this so it should load both sides of the belt. And in fact, while I'm even here, maybe I'll just upgrade this little bit here to be fast. So yeah, so things to do next time. This probably wants expanding. Get more steel, get more stone blocks, get more copper, get more blue circuits. And also, once I've done that, once I've got the circuits under control, I should probably start looking at making more modules. In fact, I could even start taking modules off here, which I've already got, or expanding this to make even more modules. I could, for example, put more of these assemblers here, because I need more modules than I need furnaces. So lots of options to think about, so all good things to come next time, so be sure to like and subscribe.